Roll as well. Pantheon Callista. That is going to be point and click. Lodge the spears in from both of them and hope you get a kill. Hard to play out that lane, but Knight was potentially angling over there too. Way a bit indecisive. And instead, we're going to get the 2v2.
Oh, this is absolutely horrific for TT. Their jungler busy trying to steal away the wolves. Already seeing 1xN having to flash away. It wasn't response to a flash from Elk, however, and Elk, as a result, doesn't have flash now as the Wukong gets closer and closer, but it's Bechuan who dies, and it is Elk who lives. XN now is going to be saying night for now.
On has another empowered W, uses it. It's going to be another kill over tonight. Oh, this is disaster for Thunder Talk. Wei comes over at the level 2, and it is a 4-kill level 1 for BLG with a triple kill to the Lucian.
Losing a limb at this stage of the game.
What else do you do here? I mean, yeah, the coaching staff from BLG having a great time of it now. Sata. Oh my god, he's got flash on too. No. Nice, he's gonna go for another auto. He does!
One more double tap, and that's all she wrote. 4-0-1 Lucian at 3.
Karma, which of course they were struggling a little bit. No, hang on. Bin's just been left out to the wolves though, guys.
Yeah, I'm a bit confused by this one, especially given that Dragon's up on bot side. Bin's just going to give up the kill. People in chat earlier on were saying how well Hoya had played some of these dives that, because of having the grubs, BLG just taking this out a little bit faster.
Hey Sam, how's it going? Sam's woken up finally.
Hey Sam!
So we've got Stan on call, Sam. Great, let's go the cast. So we've got, oh my god, we could have so many play-by-plays in this cast.
Oh my god.
I could give Sam the headphones. We could just all start shouting at the game. Sam, we had a 4-kill level 1. Knight walked away with 4 kills. He has a Kraken Slayer at 8 minutes.
Oh god.
So I think Knight had a 21-0 Lucian game last year, by the way, with a pentakill.
Yes.
The headphones, we could just all start shouting at the game. Sam, we had a 4-kill level 1. Knight walked away with 4 kills. He has a Kraken Slayer at 8 minutes.
Oh god.
So I think Knight had a 21-0 Lucian game last year, by the way, with a pentakill.
Yes.
TT. I think TT realized that they dropped so much gold from the early game. They can't actually waste time on the teleporting onto the Lucian. He has ult and flash. Teleport coming in from BLG all the same.
Support coming in from On as well. Fright brewing, but immediately Stab realizes this isn't the fight they want to take. On's going to be able to catch On, interrupting the ultimate. Flash burn, ignite, put down. Tab teleports to their own demise.
It's going to be one. It's not going to be the harpoon or the spear. It's the harpoon which does it. Bin gets a flame roasted Yone. Setab on his Yone, which looks so BLG as well. They have themselves the 3 grubs. They'll get themselves the dragon. Honestly, with TT not being able to go towards the top side of the map that quickly, BLG might even be able to contest the top side grubs too.
I don't think it's even going to be a contest at this point, to be honest. I feel like they're just completely railroading this early game.
And they stop it before the 14-minute mark comes down. It's such a crazy gold lead for this Lucian now, getting 2 turrets effectively.
I think the only argument I'd make is in a game where it seems almost definite that we're going towards Ruinous. Maybe having that 6 grub advantage.
Defending themselves here, but they did lose the cleanse, did lose the heal. Next time you go forwards with a Sejuani ult, you won't have those available to them. And it's not like Karma's built up to a Mikhail's just yet. Dragon's going to get started, Dragon's going to get finished, and it is sadly going to be the Voracious Atacama. We didn't kill enough people, folks. Those are rookie numbers, got to pump them up. But still, BLG happy with the Dragon stacking.
I think again,
I'm working on quite a lack of sleep. I don't always track that objective. Hoya maybe trying to catch out Knight again. The extra HP from the Black Cleaver makes it quite nice to play around that. Gonna find out Wei. Knight around the corner. Doesn't necessarily want to stick around that. He's there. Stun misses.
Oh, it was a good flash. That wasn't a full next smithy of an ult, but even so, Hoya still in a little bit of trouble as we do see Pantheon arriving and actually immediately departing. Bechuan able to get themselves their first kill of the game. Teleport comes in. It's going to be matched. We're going to see this 5v4 play out.
There we go. The ult comes through from the Yone, but it's stopped and the fight continues. Equalizer goes down.
Equalizer goes down, but not onto too many. Arriving, we can see Elk with a lot of damage, getting that kill onto Hoya, and now what was looking like an opportune moment for TT is looking like it might be something that seals their fate. Cullen goes in, narrowly dodged away from this little bit of fruit to help 1xN survive. No fruit, however, for the rest of the team as Rumble secures a double, ending this one out in convincing fashion. 1xN lives for a while. Maybe should have just recalled instead of eating the fruit, buddy. That is an apple that's going to cost you your life, and it's going to be at the hand of Knight, of course.
BLG pick up a fight which will really break open the game now. You can see that TT were holding on to their lanes, not so anymore. BLG get an inner turret. They still have to take the outer turret, but of course, in the middle, therefore, see the value of the lethality. Kalista as well. We did call out Elk as a powerful player of that champion. He's played it in the past, of course, a bunch, but BLG really picking up the pieces very effectively.
I mean, that's twice now where Elk's barriers have been absolute pinpoint perfection. Not so much, though, for Bejuan, who had such a phenomenal game one. The standout performer, unfortunately, has been stood on now. And as a result, yet again, kill after kill coming in. Knight wanted to pad the stats even more, not giving up a death themselves. Been just going to proxy farm now, apparently. Why not?
I'd say if he could snipe off an opportunistic kill onto one extent if he chose a bad place. The recall not to be... But everything else is turning up their way too. Hoya spotted out. Way is just around the corner too. Hoya just there, really just throw out a tiny bit of damage, but not do much else. Objective bounties on the board. It's just, what did TT do? They've missed their shot. What do they do?
The cannon in this game. I hate to say it, but we threw up big question mark.
Herald was actually taken by TT, and they will be able to take their second turret of the game. It is an objective bounty, 500 gold back for them between both Setab and Bejuan, who will be able to go out here as well. If he jumps in here, there is actually a decent chance that On just combos him straight out of this and gets him into a bit of a difficult scenario. He's going to go straight onto Setab instead. Yeah,
good damage put down. Ignite already being burned, and that is going to be Wukong just stepping themselves away. This is allowing all the time in the world for the Atacon to be taken bot side Voracious this time round.
So BLG will take that one nice and easily. And what that means now is that On with Flash can use that extra GA to be just... Yeah, that happens. The last time I remember that was World's Play-ins. Junjia, the PSG Talon jungler, got 1 second of 35-minute game. That was very not okay. Luckily, he's done a lot better since then. And sadly, I don't think he qualified for first 10. I think CFO did. So Caster actually making through to another international event after all this time. Incredible to see him making it through from the LCP, the Pacific League. BLG, not necessarily found themselves that killer fight yet. Got 1 minute of Atacon. Wade does have ult. He's probably going to throw it under this turret. 1xn, got to be a little bit careful there. There is a Mikhail's. Is it going to be enough? Maybe not.
Oh, here we go again. Big old dive under the turret. This time it feels like TT have got themselves a little bit of damage. Maybe a slight overstep coming in. Bin, however, is not going to die. Merely going to be sent back to Fountain. And as a result, just continued pressure being put down. It's going to be the... Yeah, nice. Spectacle coming in. It's not going to be released in any particularly dramatic fashion, however. Knight still definitely...
You don't want to give too much hope to a losing team. They should lose 90% of the time. This is the remaining 10%. You get like a rant... Well, even maybe that's too high. If you get everything overlapped onto the same targets, maybe it works out. It's just so hard to set that up.
Very, very hard indeed, and getting harder by the moment, unfortunately. Baron, of course, having spawned now, it seems to be the next objective, and no sooner does it spawn than immediately we're going to see the attention of BLG turning over to it. We have Bejuan trying to set up some vision, trying to do something, just having to flash out, having already used their clone to attempt an escape. A little bit of damage going down, as we can see Knight having a bit of a rough time trying to duke it out against the Yone, but while all that's going on, Elk able to kill off Hoya. On is going to give their life in return, but it's double kill coming in for the Kalista. Bejuan does manage, as I say, manage to find that one onto On. But the third kill comes in, and it's another kill for Knight, who eventually finds the trade onto their fellow mid laner. They find a second onto the Karma. 1xn left without a friend to turn to, not even able to kill Bin for their troubles. It's going to be a delayed triple coming
Baron's
in.
buff as well for the rest of the team. BLG doing it textbook style.
Well, I don't know if TT believe in miracles or not, but they're going to need one right now, and things have just spiraled out of control since pretty much minute 2.
That's on the Baron buff. They have ages to play towards to try and find themselves something. Grouping up in mid lane, can they find themselves a fight? Or they just go for that tower?
I feel like they're going to pull the trigger sooner rather than later, and first of all, turret will fall in mid. Pressure's going to be put down by Rumble bot side, who can easily join this fight, make it the 5v5, and as the inhibitor falls, TT are asking the question, is there anything they can possibly do out of desperation? And it feels like the answer is no.
Feels like the damage has also just kind of been done at this point. You've got the extra soul. Bin can stand and fight with the Yone. The Yone is meant to win those kind of trades, but 2 levels up is so much gold. That's not really a fair comparison now, is it? The Chemtech soul make it so hard to burst people out completely too. If you couldn't kill them before, it gets that extra degree harder after that point. Wei being a massive frontline Beitran. Can he get anything? No, he can't. TT, a swing and a miss again.
Wei so insanely tanky at this point as well. On not quite so much, being zoned away by Hoya, but this was merely a bait to secure the kill on Satab, but instead it's just going to be an ult for an ult. The inhibitor is the trade that BLG are able to get out of absolutely nothing.
They haven't had to recall in forever. The fact that they can stick around, they can take an inhib, take some damage, stick around for a bit.
The Black Knight from Monty Python, and the injury that's been suffered by TT is not just a flesh wound at this point. They are practically missing their head, and they're going to be missing the final part of their base. We are going to see Kennen coming in from behind for one last desperation play. Wei taking a lot of damage already. We see that Bin is just doing such a good job zoning, putting down that flame spitter, finding damage, finding a kill on a Veshwan. Knight getting what might be, I believe, their 9th or 10th kill of this game. It's not quite 27-0, but it's damn near close enough. Trying to shut down L. We are seeing Knight getting yet another kill, and Satab's 0-7-0 game unfortunately sums up what has been an absolute disaster from minute 1 for TT. They came to play in game 1. In game 2, BLG said no way. In game 3, it was close, but BLG had enough. In game 4, they ran rampant and served a warning to everybody else in the lower bracket. BLG closed this one out in style. Knight does eventually die, but TT drop out of the bracket.
To beat BLG in a